Section 7 just refuses to give up. Still battling. Well, it got quiet, so we started looking and we could see some lights over around the cutting blocks. And what is going on there? And then we realized that the rope access teams were back on the blocks. And this was very early in the morning. And we could see their lights, their flashlights down as they were inspecting these. We tried to get the handheld camcorder out to really zoom in. Sorry for the shaky video. This is the best we could do. But day or night, the rope access team is out and they are ready for some activity. Now, this video that's coming up, we're going to let this one kind of run here. And this is sped up while the chains were cutting, and we kind of did this just so if you watch between the Golden Ray and the VB 10,000, watch how much this thing is moving around and flexing around. And in particular, if you kind of notice the structure that is at the base of the left-hand arch there that makes up that superstructure of the VB. Watch how that flexes back and forth, and you see the tremendous amount of pressure that's really being put down on this on the barge, the twin barge system that makes up the floating mechanism for this super large gantry crane system. It's really noticeable how it's just kind of flexing in there and moving and dancing around. Don't see it as much, during regular speed. And we just happened to notice this today when we were going through some editing, and thought you guys might find this interesting to see, to try to understand what kind of forces are at work here with this operation and this moving back and forth and flexing of the VB. Tremendous loads and weights that are being pushed back and forth as the force of that chain works between the barges of the VB 10,000. Now, at daylight today, we don't have any video from today, but we did get some still shots, and what we saw was pretty interesting, we thought. And the first thing we noticed was when we were going by the stern section, it looked like it was out of the water some more. We're seeing parts of the engine that we had not seen before. And I know the tide was down, but wow, there was a lot more there than what we have typically seen. And here's a little closer shot. You can really see the muck line up underneath where this has been continually submerged. So we know this thing is getting lifted up. The chain was slack. They weren't cutting. And we know that, last night we were out there and we didn't see a lot of progress going on. So we think they're back into some tough structure in the chine of that ship. And we got around to kind of take a look at that, and then we started looking at the cut line, at the kerf, if you will, on the Golden Ray. And look how much it has opened up towards the bottom versus the top. And look at just what a huge opening this is. And it looks to us like they're applying more pressure to the stern in an effort to kind of open that up, because to us it looks like this spreader bar is tilted, like they've got more pressure towards the stern. This may be an optical illusion, y'all, but this is what we're thinking we're seeing here. Is this thing is they've really got this thing loaded up on the stern, and geez, it looks like they built a slingshot here, because this is a lot of force that is being applied to that section to get it picked up, with the other end kind of still attached. And we went around. Here's another shot. It's really hard to get in and see this this straight on because of the structure of the VB. You can't really get in there real close. And we started looking, and we could see personnel were now on top of the ship. They're tied in. Maybe this is an inspection. We're not really sure what's going on with it. We didn't see any torches, but we couldn't really see very far across the top side here. So not exactly sure what's going on. But we know that the cutting normally, when they get to this point, normally they would have already cut through it. So something else has got them kind of hung up in there. Then they're working on it, and they're inspecting it, trying to figure out what's going on there. Well, hey, that's about all the time we've got for the report today. We're hoping to get back out and be able to bring you guys some better news. Hey, again, thanks for watching the channel. Never would have thunk it. But we're going to ask you, if you're watching it, hit that subscribe button. Send us some comments. Most of all, we want you guys to stay safe out there.